Hello everyone and welcome to my first March of the Machine traditional draft. This is indeed my first draft, not just my first recorded draft. So I'm not too familiar with the cards. Of course, I have read the spoiler and I think I watched two early access drafts from someone else. Okay, Yaggle and Multani. I would play this maybe in black-green deck, but it's not really a first pickable card. It's a vanilla creature, even though it's basically infinite power, almost kills the opponent in one hit if it doesn't get jump blocked. Smite is really good, because 1 mana for this effect is, I think, something we haven't seen before, plus the creature going to exile is a good thing. This is the battle here. I do like the 4 mana version of this without, I mean, of course I do like the majoring too, but this is fine card, but it's of course quite hefty requirement to use 4 mana without affecting the board. But I think I'll take the cheapest card in here. The commons, yeah, I don't, sorry, I couldn't see all the commons because, I just, didn't have the time for that. I don't think there were any of the premium commons, and this is very good too. The best removal commons are better than this, I think, because of course this is restricted in when you can use it, but it is amazingly mana efficient. Who knows, going forward in the format, it might even be so that this is preferred over the removal that is going to cost more. Now here I think I'm gonna take the Stoke the Flames because this is just an incredibly good card. Also removal. Whenever you cast an, yeah, this is the Multiverse Legend. This, I guess you can have some auras equipment. There are some vehicles in here, at least one. Red has a common vehicle. Then there's the weird mana adding vehicle at colorless, which only adds mana when it's a creature. But yeah, this is a fine card here. 2 mana 2/2 with some nice upside. Yeah, I like this Stoke the Flames more than the Vanquish the Weak. Yeah, this is easy pick, I think. Stoke the Flames is just great card. This is really interesting too. It has Convoke, so it doesn't have to cost always 5 mana. +2/+2 and flying is great. And then you get to draw a card if the opponent doesn't have instant speed interaction. Really nice blue card. Yeah, most of these things that transform into Pyrexenses, they are just very decent, I think. I do like the Great Sword here. I mean, I've taken a red and a white card. And if I can continue drafting those colors, the Great Sword is just, I mean, again, because of Convoke, it's easy to cast and it looks like, and the effect is for a 2 equip cost, equipment is really impactful. +3, +1, and trample. That's really good. I think I'm gonna take this. This is also quite nice, You don't really want to play cycle this thing, but of course, if you have to, you will. It's a nice card. This entire cycle is pretty decent, I think, because there's one for each color. And Invasion of Regatta. So at 3 mana, it deals 4 damage to a battle or opponent, or you'd rather be able to deal to a battle. So if you have more than one battles, it's great. Then up to 1 to a target creature. You will get a 4/4 prowess thing that makes your non-creature sources. Well, I don't think. Well, I guess my Stoke the Flames deals more damage, but mostly it's a 4/4 prowess, which is still really good. There's another Ramosan Greatsword. How about this thing? Enchanted equipped. Okay, it's really decent, but I mean it's not gonna be better than the Greatsword. This thing, not too interested. I don't know if white is gonna be open. I might have to abandon the white. I think I'll just take. I mean, should I try the battle here? I'm gonna try the battle. The Greatsword is good, but of course you don't want to play multiple expensive equipment. So I'm gonna try the battle because I have no clue how good they will be. I hope they will be impactful. Another Invasion of Regatta. Also rampaging Geoderm here. Yeah, I think that might be green-red. As you can see, white isn't open. I will abandon the Elspeth's Smite. Who knows, maybe it's splashable if I find some, one of these lands that add mana, that white mana. I do think it's time to, take the Geoderm. this is really nice when you have battles. Of course, green red can have a lot of battles, but yeah, I'm not taking another Invasion of Regatta. It doesn't affect the board unless the one damage actually kills something. So I don't want to play too many of such effects, and this is really good. What's this? 5 mana. Okay, yeah, you get the card back from your graveyard. Not a bad one. 3/3 is quite small, but you get the card back. Alright, Geodem is the pick. And backup one, yeah, this is the one that backup is a really sweet mechanic, I think. I mean, based on spoilers, of course, I have to experience it, but I can't imagine it failing as an interesting mechanic. It gives you nice options. Yeah, and I think it's like playable. This I consider unplayable. I wouldn't play this. It's too few cards to mill because you have to choose the card among those 2 cards, and you might even whiff, and that's horrible when that happens. Should I take the escort? I think I will. I'm not too interested in this Croucher, but I need some cheap cards. Let's cut the Elspeth's Smite for now. Invasion of Mercadia. So this is the, the summoning poison, whatever they are, these effects. The thing about this is that the first side again doesn't affect the battlefield, but it's just 2 mana. And the backside is amazing. I think I'll take that. There's Abundant Herdbeast, which would be nice too in any green deck. In green red, you have the option to not pay life for the transform, but Death Touch back. This is really nice too. Yeah, I like this too, but I think I'm gonna take the Mercadia, especially now that I have the the Geodam, which makes me want to have some number of battles. All right, Frontliner 2 mana 2/2 gets +1/+1 if it attacks a battle. Nice. And I like the Menace 4/3. Menace 4 mana 4/3 with an upside. I think that's something we haven't really seen that much. That's very cool for the convoking blue-red deck. The Rotten Tail. You would have to enhance this thing to make it really decent. 1 mana 1/1 vigilance is not what I'm looking for. I like the slasher, but I need something that is cheap, so I'll take the 2-drop for now. Hey, no one took the Jaglan Multani. I mean, if I'm black green, I'm always gonna try to play this because it's just so hilarious. It's not like the greatest 6-drop. I mean, 6/6 Trampler would be often better than this, but it's such a, I mean, if you get to clear the way, this will just kill the opponent most of the time in 1 hit. Alright, do I need a creature on? Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the Jumping Cowboy. I have 4 mana 4/4, and then with backup you can do something else. But I do need to, really find something cheap now. I will focus on that. Oh man, there's a Cosmic Hunger still here. This is one of the better green commons. I'm not sure if it's the best, but this is just an instant speed bite effect. Also works to deal with battles if you want to. You usually prefer to not use a card to deal with a battle. You want to attack it with creatures, but sometimes you do want to have. You might want to, actually use a card to get to flip a battle. Now, this is 2 mana creature. I just take that. Remember that destroying a battle doesn't actually flip it, it actually destroys it. So you want to destroy battles played by your opponent. You have to remove the counters from a battle for it to work. Okay, this is gonna be it, right? That's a 2 mana accelerator. And then with the battles I can actually, chip away the counters. Or, if opponent has one, I can make it harder for them to deal with them. Another escort, what's this? Sorry. I'm kind of losing my voice here. I don't think I'm going to take another one of those 5-drops. I have a pretty heavy mana curve here. But that's a 3 mana. Was it an instant? No sorcery. 2 damage to any target. That does include battles, by the way. If it's a creature, it can't block. Incubate one. So you get this, transformable thing. So it's kind of a 2-for-1, but it's very expensive. I don't think it's that good, but it's, playable as a one of. What's this? No, not a non-token. Bolster, yeah. So bolstering, of course, is an old keyword. The creature with least toughness you have gets a counter. So this is a way to get free counters. But, of course, it's a white, which I'm not going to do. What's this? A bomb. I'm taking it. I'm just checking these first. Discard a card. Draw a card. Make a treasure. Get a 3/4. Blah, blah, blah. discard a card, get a land or battle. Okay, this is really cool if I get it back. But yeah, Doom's Car Warrior. Let's just read what it does because I remember a photo from the spoiler. First of all, at the minimum, this can be a 4 mana 5/4 trampler, which is also very good, already very good. And then when this deals combat damage to a player or battle, which is easy with the trample, and of course you can use the backup to give this ability to someone else for one more turn. This will of course still have the ability as a 4/3. Then you will reveal. Sorry, you look at that many cards, referring to the number of damage you dealt. Amount of damage, I mean. You get cards from this thing. It's really good, but we have to move on because this is very fast-paced draft now that I have to read a lot of the cards. Yeah, it's pretty easy decision here. I do like the 3 mana 3/3 reach with battle things, battle shenanigans, but yeah, Radha isn't as good as the Geodem, so I'm gonna take this. The Fearless Cult, by the way, the 5 mana 3/2 double strike with with boost. What's the keyword? Really good card. I just don't really want to pick a 5-drop here now. I'd rather have the 4/4 haster kind of, because it can target itself, so it attacks as a 4/4 trample haste. Of course, you can target something else too. Alright, so let's see what's happening here. Another historian. I think it might be time to pick one. Tangled Skyline. Doesn't do anything then of gain 5 unless you can play this with 7 mana up to transform the artifact. Yeah, I think it's gonna be the War Historian. I don't even have that many 3s here. Vengeful Earth is... Well, it's nice if you have a lot of incubators, because then you get, it's basically +4/+4 on those things, but it's an easy pick here. I think the Moloch is good pick. Now here, this entire cycle is an amazing cycle of sideboard cards. And of course I play best of 3, so it does matter here in these drafts, so a very good, of course, card against certain decks, but the Sandstalker Moloch is also, kind of a... Yeah, actually, blue or black. Is a 3 mana 4/2 flash that good after all? I have to actually rethink, because both of these are maybe sideboard cards. I guess you can play a 3 mana 4/2 flash. It is hard to cast though, but if your opponent doesn't play blue or black, it's not so good. So I think I'm gonna take the Death Touch backup thing instead. Yes. Alright, there's another shot at an invasion of Ergamon. What's this? Ah, this is sweet. A 3 mana 3/3 incubate 2 as a ETB, and then of course there's the 5 mana ability if you have mana for that. What else do I have here? The Dreadship is one of the vehicles in the set. Incubate 2, I like that. Okay, the Mountain Cycler thing, but how about the Invasion of Ergamon? I'm gonna take it. I have some battle synergies, of course, with red and green you can easily have, because it's kind of focused on that theme. Yeah, it's fine. I'll take it. I have a couple of Geodems, so it's gonna make it flipping battles that much easier. Now, how about here? I still want to have some cheap cards. I did get some, cheap creatures, not cheap things that affect the board. So creatures or removal, castable on turn 2. For example, a Cosmic Hunger isn't really castable on turn 2 unless I happen to have a 1-drop. What's this? It's the Overrun. This is fine. Escort, Thespian. Hey, I'm gonna try the Overrun. I'm not sure how good it is. It feels like it can be quite good because it's only 4 mana. By the way, if you don't know what is an Overrun, you can see what that card is. It's one of the earlier cards which pumps your team, gives them trample, and then you can just finish off the opponent. But this gives also vigilance. It's useful for purposes I mean, you don't have to win the game. You can just have a nice attack, maybe flipping a couple of battles or something like that. What's this? You get a land double-faced. Yeah, let's take this thing. It's not as good as the Copperhoof Vorak, but it's still very good, which is pretty telling for how good is Copperhoof Vorak in the previous set. What's this? Yeah, sure. I'm not going 5 colors. This is an amazing 2-drop because it is just effectively a 2 mana 3/3 in combat. Now it is not going to work so well with cards like where is it? Come on. Cosmic Hunger, of course, but for combat purposes, it's a 2 mana 3/3, and then you have the option, to give the counter to someone else and still have it as a 2 mana 2/2 in a combat. So, do I want to have some more removal? I mean, this is not bad, but it's also very expensive, despite the Convoke. 6 damage kills everything mostly. I'm still taking the 2-drop because I feel, and I like that slightly more than the Haster. I want to just secure enough 2-drops before I have to, before I'm, continuing picking other kind of cards. And I'll take the War History. And I like this, battle thing. I will have battles to attack. How many battles I have? I think it's 3. Yep, 3, but I might have more. Alright, it's time to take one of the Herd Beasts. If you use a lot of mana, I mean, 5 mana 4/5 is not embarrassing, and then if you have the additional mana available, 7/5 menace is really great. So, let's go. And Ancient Earth, Urn of Godfighter. Do I want to have the trick rather than the... Yeah, I'm not gonna have the 6 mana destroy permanent. I have the trick, which I don't expect to be playing that in the main deck for sure, but... Okay, I like the Javeliner, but I mean, this is after 2 packs, I'm at 25 cards. Let's say I did, pick the correct colors. Going to red-green pack 1 definitely was the correct choice here. Now, I think I'll take the Mythic Rare. I'm still completing the sets, every set I'm drafting, and picking Mythic Rares is the way to do it in a reasonable amount of time. Now there's nothing that's amazing here, and I have basically I have a deck here that I'm happy to play without adding any more cards. Cut 2 of the worst cards, and that's it. So I can actually afford to take this. And this is obviously a very amazing card if you play black, but it's a double black, so it's unsplashable. I'm taking it because it's a Mythic Rare. If it wasn't here, I think I would maybe take something like I don't know, another Silent Red. It's not even that great of a pack for my deck. Nothing that's significantly better than I already have. Okay, Volcanic Spite has to be it. This is pretty funny. I mean, if you have a blue creatures and you have a lot of, so cheap creatures, you can have like a 3 untapped creatures, 5 untapped mana at the end of the opponent's turn. It's not unrealistic, and then you can tap this and all your mana and all your creatures to draw 4 cards at instant speed. Could be very nice, but yeah, this is of course the best red common. I don't think anything can top this thing. Just very efficient removal. What's the Hedrungr? Yeah, that Multiverse Legends card. That's not as good as I have here. I mean, they're not as good as the removal I took. Okay, another Yagl and Multani here. Look at this. I have so many options in here. So what's this? This is the threatened variant. This is also, interesting, but I don't really know if I want to be tapping my own creatures. I'm not really that well positioned for playing Convoke cards. Do I want to have these lands? Have this thing? Do I want to have a Skittering Server? I mean, or is the Pest better actually? Top 5. The Pest is better than Skittering Server. I don't need the fixing there, but this will give me a land very often, and it's 2 power instead of 1 power. And then of course I'd rather take a Battle 2 in many cases. Invasion of Ixaland. So 2 mana enters the battlefield. Top 5, a permanent card, and then it's a 4/3. Gets indestructible quite easily. 4 defense. There's also tandem takedown. This is just very good removal. I mean, I think I want to have the removal spell instead. Look at the number of cards in here. I have so many cards. And then we have the Forest Cycler, but what we also have here is... I wouldn't mind having the Dreadship, but there's also the Kendra Spellspear. Double Prowess is so insane, and you only have to pay 3 mana to transform it, and 2 life. I don't have the option to play... unless do I... What's this untaps lands, was it? Where is the card? Yeah, I don't think I have means to make blue mana, but I mean still 3 mana and 2 life to make this into a double prowess thing is very nice. Okay, look at this. I'm having the correct colors here. There's a Cosmic Hunger. I would take the takedown rather than that. It's more expensive but less risky, and has the potential to deal a lot more damage because of the plus 1 plus 0 plus it. You know. Uh, yeah, this makes 2 of your creatures deal damage. All right, let's take it. But I have no idea what are the cuts. This is really good fun for sure, but it is green, green, green. Very tough to cast. I don't even think I'm gonna take it here because my deck is good enough. I don't need a risky, tough mana cost creature. Do I want to play a third War Historian or just a Dreadship to try it? I think I like the Historian more because I think it's still 3 battles. Yeah, I never got more. I guess I got, but I didn't pick them. But it's fine. 2 mana creature, another potent tracker, sailback. Maybe I'll take this as a sideboard card. I don't really need this. Even the host charger is good, mountain cycling. The 2-drops are good, but I have enough 2-drops. I'm going to take, what's this? Not gonna splash that. I'm gonna take this because it is a very decent sideboard card. I don't think I need to play it in the main deck. Rada. That will mostly give +2/+2 to someone else, but it's a 4 mana 3/3. Not really worth it. I think this is just a better 4-drop. Do I want to play a Wrench Resolve though? I don't think I need to play it. And here I still get all these options. This is just not good for this deck. Let's take one of the mountain cyclers. I'm not sure if I'm gonna play it. Do I need the 3-drop? I have so many 3s now. Yeah, I don't need it. I'll take the mountain cycler. And yep, I still have these 2 options for 2-drops. Both are kind of good. This has a threat of activation. This is just... Yeah, I guess I'll rather have the one with threat of activation, actually. I have 2 of them, although... But I have only 3 battles. It's not that many battles. Man, no one takes these jumping covers. Am I gonna play a third one of them? Yeah, I'm gonna... I'm not gonna take the uncommon just for world value. I might play 3 of them. And I still have... I don't really need this 4-drop. I'll take another copy of Vengeant Earth if I actually really need to sideboard into such tricks. Okay, look at this. That's 37 cards, and most of them are totally, playable. So I think I have so many expensive cards, 4 and 5 drops that I will play 17 lands easily, despite having I guess only 1 card that actually can add me more mana. I believe it's the tracker here. So yeah, I'm going to cut 14 cards. Alright, 24 creatures, 13 non-creatures. Yeah, I actually kind of wanted to have more battles at this point, but it's fine. Sailback is sideboard card. I'd rather have the... Oh, I have the Greatsword, which I'm not sure if I need it too much, but then again, it does give trample. I want to try it. I'm not playing the Javeliner. I will sideboard this in maybe sideboard if I need to reach 5 power for toughness creature, but I have also 3 of these, which help me deal with flyers, so I don't think I need to sideboard it in. And maybe the host charger is just unnecessary in this deck. I have these 5 drops. Well, this is not always gonna be a 5-drop, but yeah, this card has kind of 2 different uses in the sense that you can use this to enhance your small creatures to be impactful. Let's say you have a deck with a lot of 2 and 1 power creatures or token makers or something like that, then of course those tokens or small creatures become very big and it's very nice. The other thing is what I'm doing here. I have some things that don't have trample, for example this jumping Kavus, the herd beast, so I can make my already big creatures in the must block. Not must block because the trample of course makes the must block kind of weaker, but I can make all of my rather large creatures more threatening. But this Greatsword is a card I could also end up cutting because I need to cut so many. So in this deck it's not so necessary, but I mostly just want to try it. But let's cut some... I need to cut some creatures here. Oh yeah, but let's do something like this. Yep. Now this is gonna put battles in the bottom side here. So these are the actual that will be creatures once I cast them. So 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. I don't think I want to play fewer than that. 2 drops actually. Pest, Silent, and Voistren are all very good. Doomscar Warrior. I can't just play all the jumping cows. I think I play the Geodem. I'm gonna first cut one jumping cow. How many creatures this is? This is 20. I can't play all these. So some of these won't be that useful. Let's now cut some. Okay, the Vengeant Earth. These are easy cuts. I don't even plan to play those in my main deck. And then, oh man, no, I do like the Great Sword with all these 2 drops because I have these, 2 power 2 drops. And these pests. Yep. All right, this is tough. This is so tough, and I also do want to try this Storm the Seed Core. It might not be necessary, but I really like the Vigilance because with an overrun effect, you kind of want to swing once and typically with an overrun effect, you want to swing once and win the game because you are pretty vulnerable to a counter attack. With this thing, that doesn't apply because you get Vigilance for your creatures, and these are actual counters. So, I mean, your creatures will still be large when you're going to block. So you don't have to win the game. You can make a nice attack. Ideally, of course, flipping some battles while you're doing that. But also just dealing a big chunk of damage is gonna be good. Because of course what this doesn't do, it doesn't give you a card. You have to use a card to enhance your creatures, but you can enhance multiple of your creatures. But you don't have to. You can give one creature +4/+4, with these counters. But yeah, it's opponent would have to deal with all of your creatures before you kind of give a 2-for-1. It's not really gonna give a 2-for-1 to the opponent that often. But I mean, going back to what I'm trying to do, I think the Storm the Seed Core and the Ramosian's Greatsword, they kind of do the same thing. I need only one of them, and I'd rather try the Seed Core here. I have a lot of green, so green wasn't that open. No, I think actually it was open in every pack. Yeah, red was very open in pack 1, but green was open all the time. So Searing Bob, incubate 1. I don't know if I need like a 3-mana sorcery speed, 2 damage to any target. I don't really need because I have these tandem takedowns, the Cosmic Hunger, Stoke the Flames, and the Volcanic Spite. That's a lot of removal. I really don't think I can. I mean, I don't want to cut any of the non-creatures. So that's actually 9 non-creatures, isn't it? So I would have to play 14 creatures, cut 6 creatures. Well, I mean, I just start doing Jumping Kavu goes away, one of the Historians goes away, and then one of the Blade Masters go away. Those are just, the if I need to cut creatures, those are the first ones to cut. Now I can actually consider that because I have to double pest. Can I actually play 14? No, not 14, but 16 lands. Because I do have 2 pests and a tracker, which will help me find more lands. That's possible. Yeah. Non-creature source. Yeah, this doesn't work with the tandem takedown or the cosmic hunger. The creatures deal the damage. This only, the prowess creature's ability only applies for the volcanic spite and the stoke the flames. So it's not really, but it's still gonna be for basically for 3 mana. but it has 5 defense. I mean, this is the battle that I could cut, but with double Geodem, with double Historian, with one of these frontliners, I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that, but it's very tough to cut. I think I have already decided to play, 16 lands because of I kind of forgot the pests. I have the tracker which helped me get mana, but these pests will also help me get mana. Alright. So, take down. I don't know how fast the format is, that's the thing, because this is a bit clumsy effect. It's very good, but it's a bit clumsy. I could see cutting like one takedown or one hunger here. Both of these can make the creatures deal damage to a battle. Alright. Oh, I need to cut 2 cards. There's no way I'm going to play 15 lands. Okay, I'm gonna actually cut the Assailant. I think out of these 3-drop, it's the least interesting 3-drop I have. And I wanna try the Herd Beast here still. This is gonna give me a card back. It's creature or battle, so you can get some battles back too if they, of course, first they would have to die. I suppose there's also a way to discard. Both with this thing and with this thing, I can actually discard a card from my hand and get it back with the escort as well. Now, one more cut. I'm actually leaning towards maybe cutting one of these removal spells. I'm gonna actually cut the takedown because it's a green 1, a little bit clumsy. 9 red cards, 18 green. A bunch of them are gold cards, so that's why it's a total of 27, despite here being only 24. But I think this is the deck then. I think this is the deck. I had to make so many cuts here, and yeah, I'm pretty sure that after 3 weeks, I would, with the same pool of cards, I would make different cuts because I know more about the format. Maybe I don't need to play all the battles anymore at that point. But this deck has battles energies, so playing all 3 does make sense also in that sense. But yeah, that's the deck, minus the lands. I didn't get any of the red-green duals. Now I have a lot more green cards and also some green cards that help me. Well, these 2 help me find red. This doesn't actually give me red one. Come on. This doesn't give me red mana unless I already have a mountain, but I should play 10. No, 9-7, I mean. These are... I'm gonna actually use the... this. I'm gonna favorite. Or can I not favorite? No. Okay, I'm not gonna do it now. I'm in the favoriting part. I'm gonna just use these MOM lands, but I will favorite them later. Alright. That's the main deck and have a lot of sideboarding options. Okay, this is gonna be fine. I have here 2-drop and then this can find me more lands. With the 2 lands I have, that can also give me a treasure token when you discard a card. No, you will always get a treasure token. How about this thing? So this is, okay, actually this is gonna be a 3-3 always. This is gonna be a 3-3 Trampler when it attacks a battle, but this thing is a 3-1, so actually... I'm gonna play the frontliner, because this will just trade with the cavalry. I don't know if I want to... Well, the thing is, I don't necessarily want to block here yet, because this will attack as a 3-3 Trampler. Okay, they are going to have an invasion of Asgol, which is... Oh, no. No, they killed... What? Okay, I don't know even what that card does, but now look at this turn the opponent had. That already seems insane. They get this thing flipped right away. Are you kidding me? That's their turn 3. They killed my 2-drop. And they have this board now. So, what was the front side? Target player sacrifices a creature or planeswalker and loses 1 life. And then they had this thing to back up this guy with another counter. Now they have this board and I'm basically dead now. Whenever it's there, I mean, at the beginning of the end step, they get a counter if any permanent was put into any graveyard. And I didn't even draw a land here. Wasn't that just a very explosive start? I mean, that was just insane. 2 mana, kill a creature, get a 3/2 menace that still keeps growing. That's basically what they did. They had to use this card for the counter here, but they can still sack this creature to draw a card. I mean, it's not like it's a... They didn't even lose a card there. Well, I have to try something, but... I mean... This is... I mean, I can only trade here. This gets a first strike if they have a knight entering the battlefield. This keeps growing if I trade with... This is a menace. Okay, this is a knight with... I can jump block here. I can't block this. I go to I don't know. This is this game over. Wow. Well, based on this, my first game in this format. The format is super fast. I hope that was just an, you know, just ideal, the dream curve out for the opponent. I hope that's what it was, because this was the combination. I mean, of course, the turn 3 wasn't. I mean, it required 2 uncommons. They had to have a 2 mana 3 power creature to do all that. So it was, of course, very, you know, it's not gonna be the start they are going to have in each of their games. But of course, I saw now they are pretty aggressive, and I don't want the Ashen Reaper to be here. I think I'm gonna play the 3 mana deal 2 here for sure, because they seem to have a lot of their creatures, you know, vulnerable to 2 damage. So at least based on what I saw, and anything else like a 3/4. By the way, killing an artifact is nice because all the incubator tokens are artifacts, I believe. I guess I can check because of this. The token is an artifact, and when it transforms, it does transform into an artifact as well. But I didn't see that. I mean, these colors make me think that they're gonna have incubator tokens, but because I could, you know, play that thing, the 3/4 rather than the herd beast. I think that's what would be traded here. I think I'm gonna do it right away. I'm gonna assume they are gonna have incubators. I'd rather have a, you know, 3/4 is gonna be good blocking their stuff anyway. But I have to cut. Do I want to have something else, like more 2-drops based on what I saw? The Invasion of Regatta can actually kill the 3/1 they had there. I need to cut. I don't think I need to storm the seed core necessarily here. I just need to survive. I'm gonna try with this now. If I win the next game here, I can sideboard something else, but I took the overrun effect and swapped my 5-drops. Okay, let's not face similar kind of stuff. Okay, I get at least my bomb rare in here. I don't have anything to play before turn 4, but I'm not gonna... I just hope I, you know, draw some gas here. If they have a removal for the Doomscar Warrior, and if I don't draw a 3 mana play for the next turn, or I mean, can be a 2 mana play, anything that I can play on the next turn, because this can't do anything if I don't have a creature. Okay, Invasion of Regatta. Oh, I said it before I drew it. That's exactly what I needed here. Wow, that was amazingly. Oh, that's actually sick. Oh man, and I called it. I called it. Okay then. This can get also haste. You know, could be useful dealing with the battles. Hey, 3 different colors. I have to discard a card. I guess I can discard this forest here. I mean, that means I might not play the sailback, but if I draw 2 spells here now, that's really nice. Well, now I just have to hope they don't have... They could have the thing that says I have to sack a creature. So, but I mean, the option was only to leave mana up for the spite. Oh man. Well, I guess they got what they wanted, and I got what they... But I need now... Well, something. Can't really fail, actually. There's no artifact or... I mean, either I draw a land or a spell at this point. I guess I have one more 5 mana card in the deck, so I could have drawn that. But yeah, let's give this guy haste and it's sad that they had removal there, because not a lot of things can deal with the 5/4. Of course they could have had the pacifism too. Yeah, there was a common as well. Okay, that thing is gonna die. They're gonna get this thing back though. Well, I have a Cosmic Hunger and a Volcanic Spike, so I'm gonna kill, you know, both these things now. Because they will trade with the double striker. Well, actually, I don't have to kill both of them. And this is only on their end step, right? So let's deal with this guy. And if they want to jump block, I'm all for that. If they don't, I'm getting this prowess thing, which actually does make my Volcanic Spike deal 5. And then I just make this negotiator into 3/3. This actually, if I draw a land, I can use this also to redraw something better, because I don't need no more lands here. They have still 3 cards in their hand. What is their... I mean, I think it's the first... I thought they have another Ascol invasion. Oh, interesting. They just have multiple of those. That does mean I should sideboard into more. I should sideboard into more cheap creatures. But I thought they were... I don't know even what I mean, they seem to just play 3 colors, because I thought they were white-black, but no, they have a lot of red. Anyhow, let's just do something now. With my instant speed stuff, I can cast both of them if I leave one untapped creature here. But I think... just killing the Ashen Reaper is probably enough. I'm gonna actually just go for this. And I'm gonna use... Well, this is any target though. I can finish the opponent. Oh, they are gonna go for that. Now, am I supposed to... Okay, because this is good if I draw a land. This is good because I can use this to, you know, deal 4 to the opponent if I need to. Which is better here. I'm gonna try to, you know, kill them. I kill both of these, of course. This block would only deal with my... I would only be able to kill one of these if I let this go through. I actually think I'd rather, if I draw a land, I'd rather redraw with this thing. So I'm going to use the Stoke the Flames here. This prowess also triggers, but I mean the 4 damage to face is nice, but the worst thing that can happen here is that I flood out and the opponent stabilizes. When this... Oh... Okay, so whenever another knight enters the battlefield, this gets... Okay. It's a nice one, for a 3 mana 3/3 it's actually very good. You sacrifice a permanent, put a +1/+1 counter. Alright. Jumping Kavu can give a counter to someone else. But it actually doesn't have to. I'm actually fine trading with the Lancer here, although I could also... Well, maybe I should actually just be the aggressor here. Okay, I'm gonna be the aggressor. I'm gonna give the counter to the Sailback, so they don't have a good block now. I mean, they can double block my prowess guy, which I would be fine with, because then they would, of course, lose both of their guys. And this can't still be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. Yeah, this has a death trigger. I didn't talk about that, but it wasn't relevant here. Okay, that's the reason they have... That's the reason they have these 3 colors. I mean, that's still not a reason necessarily to play even 3 colors. Well, this is a bomb rare format. it has Vigilance, Menace, and Lifelink. This has double strike. So the problem here is that I can't attack into the... I mean, I can't also... Vigilance level. If I do this and attack, this is 5. Get the 3, 4, and the battle. Yeah, this Crocs and Kunoros is... Because of the lifelink, this becomes so awkward. Without the lifelink, it wouldn't be at all. I'm not having an attack here. I have to double block the Crocs and Kunoros. There's not really... When it attacks... Well, I mean, it's not gonna get another card. So... Of course, I should have killed that in response, but I didn't, so... I mean, that was just... I didn't realize... I mean, I should have killed that in response. I actually had a double block here. Man, why did I make this... Because I could kill this with tandem takedown if I draw it. But now this is just... Oh, disgusting. I had to kill spell on it. Well... They get another creature here now. I need to find like multiple removals. And I even... You know, used up my overrun effect. Well, Crocs and Kunoros, that was just... That was something. Well... Yeah, if I killed this in response on the previous turn, actually I would be in still fine shape. I just need to find tandem takedown for that thing. But I think it's pretty much game over now. Yeah, they can... I actually need a tandem takedown for the first strike, double striker here. Well, let's take 12 here. I'm not gonna jump block. I have lost the game. I lost the game by not playing these in response. I was a little bit tilted and I just didn't realize that, of course, when they resolve the backup ability, it's going to get the +1/+1 counter. I had the intention to use this mid-combat, but that was it, my mistake. I'm not gonna blame just the Croxa. Because if I now draw a tandem takedown, I think I was in a decent shape still, despite the Croxa, because I can kill it with a tandem takedown. That's the only card I can do to achieve that. But we will see now. Okay, I didn't draw it. Okay, I guess I can still get a treasure. Let's still kind of try to see if I would have drawn that tandem takedown. I didn't, so I think at this point I would be... Now this is a 7/7 and it has a trample, because I have the volcanic spite here. It is trample as well. So I should attack with it and see what happens. If they don't block with the Croxa... Well, let's try this. Maybe they take the... Maybe they take it. Yeah, they are not that stupid. So, can I find... I guess I'll try. If I find a non-creature spell here, I will get more... Yeah, actually a non... If I did... Oh, I almost won here. I mean, because if I drew the... You know, the Master's Rebuke... No, I had a Cosmic Hunger. I mean, meant of course this thing, but I already had it here. So, yep. Because they actually blocked in a way that allowed me to do some nice trigger here. If I had to... I mean, any non-creature spell, because of course the damage would have happened before their, you know... Before they get the life from the death trigger. So if I drew a 2-mana instant, which I don't know if I even had in the deck, that would have been able to win me the game, make me win the game. Okay, that was a disappointing match 1, didn't win the game, but the game 1 there was just insane, and the game 2 I was winning until they played the Mythic Rare, and then I made a mistake that, you know, at least made it harder for me to stay in the game. If I killed the double striker the one turn, I at least would have had more time to find answers. okay on the draw, but with the pest, yeah, 2-drop, couple of 2-drops in fact. This can get me more cards. Yeah, this is an easy keep. I do want to have, of course, the third land drop without playing the Invasion of Mercadia, which did happen here. They have a Yorion. They have actually a 60 card deck now. That's great because you have to play 60 cards in limited to play a Yorion. That's pretty funny. Let's see how this goes. Okay, I'm gonna play the thing that will become a Trampler if it attacks the Invasion of Mercadia. Not sure if I want to attack it, but I want to keep the option up. Or I can just trade here. Try to trade. Yeah, actually I think it's safer just to trade here. So now they have Yorion in their hand. I will play my pest. If I find a battle I will definitely take it. Which land? I have a double mountain here already. I think I'm gonna take the forest instead. Because I have the tandem takedown. I might have a turn when I want to cast this and then another cheap green spell. Okay, they have a meeting of mighty. A lot of card draw. I mean, they need to play cards that affect the board. Now I'm gonna play the Invasion of Mercadia, which I can actually just, you know, discard the forest for that. That's not bad at all. And the Blade Master. Okay, they get a couple of 1/1s, which is fine. So let's first do this. That leaves me a mountain in my hand. I can play if I find something better. Get the cards, and I'm not gonna save the pest with the volcanic spite. I let them double block this guy. They lose both of the tokens. It's good for. I mean, they might have convoke spells. So it's possible they don't even want to do that. I do have the Storm the Seed Core, which is a reason to keep a bunch of creatures on the battlefield, but this is distribute 4 counters among up to 4. So you don't have to have 4 creatures for this to do its thing. It's enough to have even just 1 creature. Of course it's better the more you have. I'm gonna get a 3/3 with a very nice activated ability. I mean I'm gonna get it if I can deal with that battle. But they have a Jorion now, which, you know, means that I will kill it because I have 2 creatures. Both will get +1/+0 and then they'll do damage. Total of 6 damage to the Jorion if they go for that, you know, play, because they can do that now. They don't have any use for the ability, but it's a 4/5 flyer, of course. But they didn't want this thing to go, so that kind of means like they can have a convoke spell. With these lands I can still play a land because I have the volcanic spite that makes me want to leave a land. Yeah, let's just do this. Up to 2 target creatures I control each get +1/+ slow. They deal damage to the. So yeah, these are my targets. This is the target there, and I could save the Blade Master because they are going to, you know, because this has an activated ability giving it more power, but volcanic spite. I'm gonna get a 3/3 here. They really don't want me to get the 3. Oh, that's actually great. If they do this. Oh, they have a convoke spell, but that's fine. Oh, they have the +2/+0 on 2 different creatures, do they? No. It is interesting because I can use this, but maybe not. I'm gonna just let this trade happen, and then I will deal because I don't really want to use this on a 1/1, even though that would mean I'm getting to save my 2/2 there. That is pumpable. But I can still distribute the counters among these 2 creatures, and the opponent is still at 20 life, and this is gonna start giving me loses abilities, right? Okay, so much of that. Has Defender, Vision 02, no other abilities. That's a looter. Well, I guess I get rid of the looter with the volcanic spite then. Although, maybe not. I'm still gonna attack because there's no reason for me to not do it. This is gonna be able to block the 1/4, and I want to, you know, keep attacking so that, because if I first don't attack and then I suddenly start attacking, they think something is up. Now when I do this kind of a free attack, they don't expect I have a trick the next time I'm going to do something like that. I'm gonna leave both of these lands because I have the spite and one other card in the deck that can, you know, make me want to discard a card. It's the other battle I have, and if I want to use 4 mana on the next, 6 mana on the next turn, I still have the option to do that by playing a land. What I can't do now is use 7 mana by transforming this with without paying life and then playing the volcanic spite. But me being at 20, I think if I transform this, I can just transform it with 4 mana, and that would still leave me mana up for the volcanic spite. So they're gonna tap target artifact. Oh, actually, I'm getting slightly punished with this attack now because this thing has vigilance. Although not, because this can still block. Sorry, I didn't get punished. I somehow thought this is not there at all. Alright, a 2/3 flyer if it flips, which, you know, is something I can't let flip. I guess I have a spite for that. So this was tapped for 1 turn, wasn't it? Yeah, it got a stun counter. Now, this is activate only as a sorcery. Well, I guess I'm gonna activate it as a sorcery then. That means I won't have mana up for the volcanic spite here, but it's fine. They're gonna loot. Yeah, they are playing a 60 card deck. That means they have to have a... I guess I could have played a 60 card deck with my draft. I think I could have done it. I had so many playables, but of course I have no Jorion here. Okay, Storm Sculptor says they get 2 1/1s, and whenever they cast something that has Convoke. By the way, you don't have to use creatures to Convoke. Just a spell that has Convoke. Each opponent and each battle they protect. Alright, that's something. Now, this is a 7/5 menace. If they don't have interaction, they are soon pretty dead. Well, I'm not attacking with this. I'm not going to go with the Storm the Seed Core quite yet. I have the Volcanic Spite here, but I can attack with this if they double block it. I'm happy trading the 2/3 and a 1/1 for it. That's fine, because I can pump it twice. You can pump this multiple times if you have the mana for it, of course. But if they put like 2/3, 1/4 and 1/1 on it, I'll just... I guess I could also kill the looter. Although I can pump and kill. Oh, yeah, Volcanic Spite, I already forgot it. So I can pump and kill now if they don't have... Alright, so that's what they choose to do. I kind of want to deal 11 here now. But I would have to play the land because I will play the War Historian. I mean, the land is only meaningful for the Volcanic Spite. I think I'm still gonna go for it. Now this Reach guy also deals with the 2/3 as long as it's alive. In the sense that it prevents it really from attacking. I did actually play with the Yorion in my limited deck as a companion back in Ikoria. I think it was a blue-black draft where blue and black were just so open that I was able to do that. Okay, this is return owner puts it on the library second from top or bottom. It can go to top. Oh, you actually have to put it second on the top. I guess that's just to, you know, remind to everyone that it's actually not your next draw, but the draw after that. I can draw it again. Well, they don't have an attack there. Storm the Seed Core. I think it's time to storm the Seed Core, actually. This is the turn. Do I want to leave... I should leave the pump ability up. Yeah. So, distribute the counters so that, well, up to 4 creatures are here, submit, and then I will distribute at least one for each, but who gets the 2? I guess with the 4 toughness blocker I should have everything at, yeah, this is fine. And then I can pump the Blade Master. Of course I can also use the Volcanic Spite if I really want, but yeah, my guys have Vigilance, so this attack is, you know, doesn't allow them to attack there for free. So it will be a 5-5, which is gonna pick up the 1-4 and one of the 1-1s. I know I could use the Spite here, but then I couldn't kill the Analyst. No, if I use the Spite, I will still lose my creature, so yeah, that's a bad idea. Okay, they will be left with a 2-3 and 1-1 and 1 life against these 4-4s, which are permanent 4-4s. The fact that Overrun effect is actually, you know, +1/+1 counters and not just +1/+1 until end of turn is such a nice one. Non-creatures, okay, that's a really nice card, but I can force them to block now with the 1-4, sorry, 2-4. That's what I can do by killing that first. Now they have to block with it to not die, and then of course it's game over. Alright, so Jorion deck, but I didn't see like any, it does seem like they had a very open draft there, because this is 2 colors they are playing. None of these cards is, you know, unplayable. I mean, totally unplayable. And they had a mana curve, they had plays for every turn. But of course the Jorion component means like the Chrome Host Seed Shark, which is a really good card. Out of a 60 card deck, there's such a, I mean, it's a low chance to draw it compared to having it in a 40 card deck. But then again, the Jorion means they do have access to an extra card every game. They can always have a 4-5 flyer up. Okay, what does all that mean? Well, the fact that I saw the stasis field, did I see any other enchantment? Now, of course, this is a 60 card deck if this is the only enchantment they have. Because I'm thinking again about the Herd Beast here. If I should try, you know, switch that up with something else. But I'm going to, at least because of the Jorion, I'm going to play the second Tandem Takedown. And I think I will cut... what am I supposed to cut? Maybe just the Cosmic Hunger actually. I don't really want to cut it because it is... I have high power creatures myself, but maybe it is. Because I don't want to lose my creatures here. I want to keep the aggression up. Yeah, I'm gonna cut the Cosmic Hunger just to have the takedown, which is better to deal with the Jorion. Now, yeah, do I want to play the 5 mana thing that can kill an enchantment? That's the point. I guess I can. They have the bounce spells, so this, you know, playing this and transforming it can be a little bit awkward, like in the previous game. So this will deal with the enchantment they had. Okay, I think this is it. Okay, this actually can also be... Okay, I don't have time to sideboard more, but if I lose this game, I might take the 5-4 reach guy, because that will block both Jorion and the 2-3 flyer from the battle I saw. Although I have the 3-3s with reach. I think I caught one of them. That's very good against the 2-3 flyer too. Okay, this is now an easy keep. They have to mulligan, but hey, if you play 60 cards, it's not that unlikely. So this thing can attack the invasion of Mercadia quite nicely. I can curve out in a nice way, but let's see. I'm gonna play the Negotiator first. This thing says it will transform into a it will transform into a 3/2 when it dies. I have to sack an artifact or a creature. That's awkward. But I will just trade with it. I mean, if they attack now, I will just trade with it. But they of course choose not to. Now let's first see if they're gonna block this. I'm willing to raise here. And now I'm going to play this, discard an extra mountain, draw 2, and then on the next turn. By the way, an important thing about the Rampage in Geodem is that it says when you attack, that means when any of your creatures attack. Basically, this creature doesn't have to attack for the triggered ability to happen. So even if it didn't have haste, I could get benefit from the ability, or if I just don't want to attack with it on the next turn. I don't have to, I mean I still get the +1/+1 counter in this case actually. So they played this thing which as an ETB or death. They get to loot or shuffle up to 4 target cards with mana value. Okay, we'll see. So they have clearly something in their hand because they are pondering. I do hope they just tap out on some removal spells so I can... Okay, that's fine. Do I want to redraw it? Second from the top. It's a 2 mana 3/3. It's valuable in the sense that it's very mana efficient. I can draw it again. Alright, so now what I can do, I can just flip this right away thanks to this being an amazingly good card when you have battles. Because it will pick up a counter here. And then I have another invasion of battle here. Yeah, this is really cool. And I have a couple of extra lands. I can get some +1 tokens here. Okay, that's a slow turn for them. That's this whelp. They got Jorion in their hand to transform permanent. Okay, yeah, they have a transformed permanent, so when this thing dies, they will draw a card. Okay, so I'm gonna play the invasion for sure because that gives me more counters. And I'm gonna just attack it with the Geodem, I think. When this dies, I have to sack an artifact or creature. Well, I can sack a 1/1 token. So I'm definitely playing a land before I attack, but let's discard a mountain here. I don't have to discard, but I want to. I don't need the mountain for anything. And now I'm willing to discard something like the Blade Master or the Negotiator when I mean if they block with the Goremonger. Although this is gonna be a 5/5. It's not. They are not gonna block. Why would they block? And I have also a treasure token. I didn't have to play the land. I'm a fool. Okay, that thing has trouble, so it will still deal damage to that thing. And now that means also that they still have a battle, so if the Geodem survives, it's gonna be there offering another counter for someone. Now... because they have the Goremonger, I need to... Oh, artifact or creature. Ah, treasure is an artifact, so that's what I can sack. Yeah. Just don't sack it for mana now. So I have already something I can sack for that thing. So now I just play, maybe the Negotiator, or maybe the... I'm just gonna play the Blade Master because I'm not sure if I want to give the counter to someone with this thing. I will have that option available later on. This also gives haste to my creatures, so I can play the Negotiator and give it haste. Now this, they do have a transformed permanent now. Okay. That's something to discard for the Flame Right, but I don't think only one creature is gonna get a +1/+1 counter. Now the thing is, yeah, this is fine. I think this is fine. I could also use the Doomscarver, not with them having... No, I'm gonna just do it like this. I'm gonna go like this, and I'm gonna give this guy a counter, right? Now this will die, this battle, no matter what, unless they have instant speed stuff. I don't care how they do the block. They want to double block, but they will lose both of these. I lose my treasure. They get to draw a card. Nothing I can do about it, but I get my 3-4, which is gonna allow me to find yet another battle. So let's go. Yep. Don't think there's anything else. They draw a card. I sack a treasure. And then I will do this. Cast for free, not countered. Discard a mountain to get an invasion of Regatta. This is my last battle, so the 4 damage is just gonna go to the player. But it's fine. I'm gonna actually play the Jumping Kavu here and leave this as a surprise kind of a thing. Yeah, I'll just Kavu itself. 3-4 Trampler. There's the Yorion. And I can actually deal 1 damage to it, so that is. But I don't have mana to. Oh, but I have mana to do this. Yes, exactly. This is what I'm gonna do. This is now gonna actually just deal. You know, 5. Let's go here. I kind of hope they just block the Kavu now. I can just, you know, boost the Kavu with the Flame Right as well. But I don't necessarily want to discard anything, so I'm gonna play the Invasion of Regatta here. Don't counter it, yes. Okay, so this is bye-bye Yorion, and now they're at 6, so this is basically, I don't even need the Doomscar Warrior here, I'm just, you know, winning here regardless. Okay, well that was a little bit easier matchup than the first one. Okay, 1 more match left. And I get some stuff from the Master Pass. Okay, I got to be on the play, and with the Pest and the Tracker, this is quite safe to keep as a forest hand. You know, this can untap a land to allow me to play the Pest. Because if they do deal with this guy, that's gonna be awkward, but they did not, and you know, don't even need it now, although I have a better idea. I hope they don't have the counter spell, but this is worth it. They do. So much for the turn 3-4 on the play. What can you do? So I do have access to 5 mana now. I can untap any land here, so I still have access to red. Oh, all the battlers are here? What? I'm happy to get the battle, but all the 3 are in here. Actually, back to back. Which of these are the best one? I mean, I don't need the land because I just drew all the lands here. So this thing... discard a card to draw. Both of these allow me to draw more cards. I guess the Kyren Flame Right is the best backside, and you know, this front side doesn't do much. So I'm gonna take the Invasion of Mercadia here. With the Tracker, I will have easy time to, you know, get rid of the counters. And this will be a 3-3 Trampler when it attacks the Invasion of Mercadia. Don't know if there's any way for me to shuffle my deck. Oh, what's this? It's a land. It has 5 slumber counters. As long as it has a slumber counter, it's a land whenever you cast it. Okay, so after 5 spell, it's becoming what? 12-12. You barely see it, but it's actually a 12-12. I'm dead if that happens. So I'm in a pretty much of a rush now. Okay, at least I get to, you know, discard the forest for 2 fresh cards, which are not that great. Now, if I do... Now, the tracker is going to mean that... Okay, the battle will flip now, no matter what, because this has trample. If they don't block the frontliner, that's 3+1 from the tracker to deal with the thing. If they do block the frontliner, it's still gonna trample for 1, and this is gonna be dealing 2. So I don't have to use this on anyone else. That's the point. So they actually shouldn't even block here now, because my tracker will make the battle flip anyway. If they block, this is just a free. I guess they, you know, makes it so that I don't have that much mana available. Activate only as a sorcery, so something to keep in mind. Don't know about the, yeah, I'm gonna play this because there's also a chance you want to give the counter to someone else here. I need more information. I need to deal with therapy for it. Deal with the, you know, the player before this thing transforms. Now that's 4 colors. Is it just 12-12? Okay, what's this? Oh, it's the pacifism. And without, you know, can't activate its abilities. Hidetsugu. Okay. Well, that's annoying, especially because I needed my flame bright in here. So they just casually play a 5-4. Now I can have the cosmic hunger here doing things. Yeah, I can make this into a 4-4, and then I'm actually just gonna play the land now that this thing is not working anymore. I need to attack with all I can. So let's do this. I mean, they are gonna get. Problem is they're gonna get, but it doesn't matter. I mean, what does it matter? I just need to. I mean, they are still at 20, of course, because I'm attacked into a battle. That's what battles do. The opponent's life total will be. So they are. Okay, that's just a land. Fine. I didn't even take any damage, but I mean, 12-12 means it's gonna eat one of my attackers each turn. I need my overrun here. I think I need that exactly. Yeah. So they're splashing for the white removal. They're splashing for the black is for the Hidetsugu and Kairi. They are green-blue, although I didn't see anything green. Hallow Forager, okay. I mean, they are maybe splashing for the Arix Medes, but there's no spell. There is a 2-mana spell they can. That's just. I mean, I'm losing. This is a 12-12 now. They're at 12. Man, I mean, this is a Prince format, which means that the rares matter a lot. There is the Storm, the Seed Core, but it's so sad that I have only a few creatures here now. If these weren't... so 12 life is too much. I can deal, you know, this is 3+7. They will have trample, so they won't be blocking. They go to 5. I have a Stoke the Flames in the deck. I can also give this backup counter to someone else. I think I need to push. Yeah, Stoke the Flames. Let's make that a lethal attack. So I'm going to give this counter to the tracker here, and then I'm just going to, you know, go like this. And then I need to win, you know, get my... Oh, they actually are gonna jump the Trampler. I mean, it's kinda good, but now that means Stoke the Flames isn't lethal. Well, now it is. Because they would be at 5-5. Although I have a 3 attackers into, if they would only have 1 blocker, it wouldn't be such a big deal. Oh, there's a lie. Stoke the Flames isn't lethal anymore, but it is if one of these guys is gonna, you know. connect, I mean. Well, I have 3 attackers into their 2 blockers. This is not a lethal attack, so let's not do anything. It's just a matter of time they start attacking with a 12/12 creature, and they have, well, they had 2 more life in their hand, or they drew it. It's such a, you know, kind of annoying thing to lose to this race, of course. I mean, they did have to tap out of their turn 4 to just have a land. They did get mana from that thing, of course, but okay, how do I win this game? I mean, I guess here I would have won with the Stoke the Flames. They did start attacking with the flyer. I hope they flood out. And okay, there is, oh, this thing has menace, so that is gonna help. That is going to help. Okay, it does seem like they don't, I mean, it seems like they, when they played the land, they immediately went to combat. So this means I have a lethal attack. Yes, they don't even want to see if I want to do it or not, but you can tell because Magic Arena, it's one of the, I think it's a little bit of a flaw in the system when you don't have a place. I mean, you would have to place these manual stops here to not immediately pass priority, but when they played the land, they immediately went to beginning of combat, which means they had no play available. They have no sorcery speed action, no instant speed action at all. And that means on my turn, I will transform this guy, 7/5 menace, which is lethal by itself. So they have to double block it. Then this will deal 2, sorry, 4. This will be dealing 2, will be dealing 2. So that's 6, and they die, regardless of what I draw. But if they, played the land and then, didn't pass the priority to combat automatically, that attack is amazingly risky. So, but now that they didn't do any shenanigans with this, I sometimes do when I have only lands in my hand. I do this thing just to not give the opponent information that I actually don't have castable spells. Now, what do I do to sideboard? They have a lot of removal. They have a lot of colors, but I think they have also fixing. They have this, dual lands. They have the Skittering Surveyor. But it is a blue-black deck, I think, because they have a double black and double blue card. So they are blue-black deck. Splashing for white, splashing for green, although with 2 forests, that's a little... I mean, it doesn't really affect my sideboarding too much, but now knowing that they are mostly blue-black, what cards are good against mostly blue-black decks? Oh, I need the Death Toucher here because that's really good with my... Yeah, that's a way to deal with a very big creature, actually. I also think the Sailback is a really easy pick now because, I saw 2 enchantments. Death Toucher is good. Maybe not have the War Historian. Do I want to have another Tandem Takedown? I think I'm gonna go for this now. Because there's just one 12/12 creatures. I still have 2 bite effects, 1 Tandem Takedown and 1 Cosmic Hunger. Both of them combine well with the Death Toucher. Okay, that's a nice curve here. Don't have to be anything. I don't have to draw any particular cards here to make this hand good, because this will ideally, I mean, this is most likely gonna find me a land if I need to find it. Okay, it's time to play a 2-mana 3/3. And they have the counterspell again. No black mana. Okay, they don't have a counterspell. Or if they do, they don't want to counter that because they have another... Well, I don't know what they have. Could be just some other instant. Well, there's the black mana. So they already have access to 4 different colors. Now there's the land, so if I can, I will get a battle from this thing. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay. This requires double green, so... Okay, well, there's no battle, so I can take the forest for the double green. I think even if I saw... I mean, even if I did see a battle in there, I would take it, because I would find the forest at some point. I don't need to be playing it right away. Umori the Collector, so they didn't have it as a companion. So this is a 4/5 that now makes the creatures 1 cheaper, because they chose creature for there. Okay. Well, I have. I have no real attack here because that is a 4-5-4-4. I think I will play the jumping cow and give it counter on the next turn, trying to connect. I guess I could have given this guy the counter too. It doesn't matter really. Whatever. No attacks, sadly. Don't have any. I actually don't have any pump spells in the deck. I only have like the removal spells. Yeah, 4-5 is really good stopper in here. They have all the colors, but don't think they are playing red. So this is gonna exile the. Cause well, if I get to kill this at any point. Oh, they're gonna go for that. What? Why would they do that? They messed up with it. They thought they have a 1-3 here, but of course it deals damage based on its toughness. So that was. I mean, I just traded my 2-drop with their Umori, which is also gonna make the creatures cheaper. Maybe they have stuff to, ways to bring back creatures from the graveyard. Now, how do I do it? I could play a 2-drop and a 3-drop here. Because if I play this, they can just pacify it. I don't want to do that. Although they have a sailback for the pacifism. Because I can play the War Historian and a 2-drop here, these guys, then give the counter to, the War Historian, have it a 4-4 as a 4-4. I like that because it's, the 4-4 is much better against the host than a 3-3. Okay, I'm gonna do it like that. But yeah, this wouldn't have been a bad play because if they do have a pacifism effect, I could kill it and then just attack with this guy right away. But let's make them use their interaction first. Surveyor. That is. Yeah, I mean, if this blocks and dies, I will get my 4-4 back, so I'm not too concerned about them double blocking the War Historian. They of course do have 3 mana here, but let's see if they have a play for their own turn or do they pass the turn with 3 mana open. Okay, that's gonna be. Do I even need to draw this? I don't need to draw this. Go away. Now this is great. I actually get to now do things with the. I think I'm gonna play this for now. The Doomscar Warrior can now make the War Historian do its thing, and they will not block here for sure, and I get to get a trigger. So that's +1 card for me, ideally. I mean, it's unlikely that this wouldn't be a +1 card. Double prowess, this thing, +1/+1, but yeah, I think the Geodem is gonna be better here. Maybe at some point I will find a battle. This wasn't the game where I had all the battles here, was it? No. Or was it? I don't know. No, this got me a land. I didn't see any battles this game. So, the Doomscar Warrior. Okay, what's this? That is a convoking thing. They didn't use any convoke for this. So, this is a 5 mana 4/4 with convoke. When it ETBs, you always look at the top 6 cards in the library. Then they reveal up to 2 creature cards, but they have to have, I mean, there's a restriction on their mana value, and X or less, where X is the number of creatures that convoked this thing. So if you don't convoke with anything, you get only, Ornithopters and other 0 mana cards. And they didn't want to, tap these guys in here. So what is going to happen here now that the Doomscar Warrior is being... the Knight Errant of Eos is going to trade there. But yeah, I can give it +1 power, but sadly they can double block with the Surveyor and the Knight Errant. I don't get to connect. So I think I'm just going to do it like this then. I'm gonna attack with, I mean, all my 4 power crits. I can target this itself. Because they really don't want to use the intercessor to block, so they have to take a lot of damage here now. Okay, that's weird. No, that's fine. And I got my 4/4 back. It can boost someone else if I wanted to. I think I'd rather keep 2 4/4s than make this guy into a 3/3. Okay, come on, where's your pacifisms? Okay, there's a Hidetsugu and Kairi. Now I can use this to kill the surveyor. So they will do a brainstorm here, draw 3, put 2 on the top, and when this thing dies, exile the top card of your library. I lose it more life equal to its mana value. And then if it's an instant or sorcery, they get to cast it for free. There's one of the pacifisms, so that is nice. I get rid of it. I get rid of it like this. I might find a battle with this, but I don't have mana to actually cast the battle, so it's just gonna be like this, and now they will get a card from the Hidetsugu and Kairi. There's nothing I can do about it. So if I attack with exactly everything, although I don't want to attack with the tracker allows me to still cast the pest this turn, but let's say if I attack with the pest I have in here, they can eat it with the Hidetsugu and Kairi and then they take a lot of damage. I'm actually willing to take that. I don't think they are going to. I think they want this guy to die so they get their card back. Otherwise they either, still kind of trade with the pest by jumping the war history, or they're gonna go to 3 life. And I have a lot more creatures than they, so they have to be very careful about going to low life total. And this is fine. Like I said, I basically trade the pest with the surveyor now, which is fine. It's just a 2/2. And now I can untap this thing and maybe find a battle here if I'm lucky. Top 4, is it? Top 5. No battle here. Okay. At least I'm closer to battles. Plus, one of my battles deals 4 damage to any player or another battle. So that's gonna be good when they are at 7. Tidal Terror. So this is the island cycling version of this cycle. Okay, there is nice one. Because I get to also discard this to draw something else. So when this attacks, you may tap 2 other untapped creatures and to make this unblockable. Well, that's not really what they're gonna do here. First, let's just do this. And this is of course one of the points where there's not really much point attacking a battle because they have such a low life total. So I'm gonna wait until I draw a card for this thing. Because I mean, if I attack 5 damage here, I could also make them go to 2. This card is not worth it, even though it gets me a battle that deals them 4 damage. So I kinda could be worth it, but let's now see. They have 5/6, which is gonna eat one of my creatures. So if I do attack with everything. Oh, the Potent Tracker is actually able to deal with that very slowly though, but it is. Now if I attack everything on the face, including with the Tracker, they will eat one of the 4/4s. They will trade with one of the 4/4s. They will get a card from this, there's no way out of it. I think it's just gonna be, I have a Stoke the Flames and I have the battle that deals 4. And they're not gonna kill the Tracker here, I'd rather just attack for 1 here. So they go now to 1 life. They get a card from the Hidetsugu and Kairi. I will see it. Wait a minute, does it? Oh, it's just gonna exile it. I thought it's drawing at the card if they don't get to cast it. Ah, exile the top card. Yeah, okay, well that's a lot worse than I thought. I don't know why did I think it, but I thought if they don't cast it, they get to keep it in their hand. But no, it's actually not even gonna net you the card. Oh, it does net the card when you play it. Hollow Forager. Well, I mean, I have now, Okay, let's see. They get to do this thing. Okay, they can make one of my guys. Do I want to draw this? I mean, I have the... Yeah, definitely I want to draw it again. Because I have the battle that deals 4 damage to them. Oh. Creature or battle from your graveyard to your hand. Now. I have access to 8 mana. And there's nothing with haste. Oh, there is a thing with haste, but I don't have the mana for that, sadly. I don't think I have an immediate win for this turn. Don't think I do. Yeah, that's right. I have 3 mana here. So I could have a 3-drop. I'm not gonna take the pest and cast it on this turn. Jumping cowboy, it doesn't actually make any sense to really take... I think I should just take the war historian here, cast it immediately. Because, I mean, I don't need any big creatures. I mean, unless it brawls with a 5-6, which my options there didn't. I only need to have more creatures than they have blockers. And of course the tracker... forgot it. It's only a sorcery. I should have actually taken a counter away from there. That was a mistake. Plus, I could have also taken a 4-drop because this untaps land. So, again... I don't think it matters, but that was a foolish thing to do. I either should have... you know, remove the counter from this thing or just take a 4-mana creature. But of course, this is enough attackers. I guess I would have gone for it at this point. You know, they eat one of my guys for free. This trades with a 3-3. They would need answer for multiple of these guys. Okay, well that was it. So first match was a tough one. I did make a mistake in the game 2, but that might not... I mean, I might have still lost the game 2 there. But the other 2 ones I was able to win, and of course it's not easy to evaluate decks at this early stage in the format, but it seems like a very good deck with a nice amount of removal. I never saw the Stoke the Flames though. Decent amount of removal and you know, good mana curve, good synergy with the... I would have wanted to have like more battles because I have so many cards that are relevant for battles. This thing gets indestructible when it attacks a battle. So could have used more battles here just to try to go off even more, but it was fine with the 3-2. And these things of course also help you get those battles. So maybe this is not that much worse than a Copperhoof Warlock, of course. Both of them can find a land, but that was a 3-3, and sometimes you wanted to proliferate with it. But when you don't need a land and you get a battle, that's gonna be much better. So I think this is gonna be a fairly high pick in most green decks. Alright, well that was it. My first draft of this format. Let's claim the prize. 2 wins, always an acceptable result, because you only pay 500 gems for the cards you drafted and the 3 packs you win, so that's fine. And that's it. I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching, and bye bye.